Don't know where I was going. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another 10 riffs. You know what? I haven't done one of these since December. We haven't even done one this year. Oh, you know what? January we did one. We haven't done one in a while. Let's just agree to that. So these are 10 riffs selected by you. I have a bunch of them down here. If you want to maybe see your riffs in the next video, leave a comment down below with just a riff that makes you want to grab your guitar that you would like to see in the next video. And today what I'm going to do a little bit different is I'm going to play you all the riffs. And I'm also going to, like, not so much break them down, but talk about each one afterwards. So if you want to hear a little bit of a breakdown, maybe like I'll point out some key parts that are a little bit challenging, I can do that. And we're just going to have some fun, grab your guitars, and yo, let's get the riffing! Alright, so let's break down that Wolfmother. Now, I don't even think I've ever heard Wolfmother. I've heard the name mentioned a lot, but I've never really listened to them. So when I saw the riff, I was like, I'm going to learn some of their stuff. And what a cool chromatic riff. It's so cool. I mean, that is just a fun riff to play. And I like it. You know, it's basically just your E minor pentatonic scale, all chromatic, you know. A little more swing to it, you know. And he's kind of playing it in like a gritty way, like almost like a Jimmy Page kind of way he'd play a riff. So it's really, really cool. Oh my God, Steve Lukather. Oof. This one, what a beast! This is a hard riff to play. This is like you know, what's really interesting about this one is it's very similar to something that I already do. Like I do this, I do that kind of stuff a lot. And sorry, this is probably too loud, so you're gonna get a lot more camera mic audio than direct audio for the teaching part. But I just feel like playing loud today. And you know, what he's doing is this. He goes, so it's like an A, and then this, and then. So it's almost this like basically like an E power chord is really all this is. You know, that's just your fifth, but he's going like, and he's pedaling on the A string. So he goes, and he's gonna this little gallop that he does. It's hard to do. Oh. He does this little gallop right before he goes to the B, and then that part's tough. And this little picking section, I think I had to cut it out. I couldn't play it right on the spot. Back to A, E, C sharp. Oh no, A, C sharp. Killer riff. I love the tubes, and I'd never learned that one before, so really fun one. Feel Your Love Tonight. Classic Van Halen. It's really to me it's just Eddie's take on you know, a shuffle. Is really what it is. He's at A, then he goes to A. Now these next three chords that he plays are some of the most crucial Van Halen chords you will ever learn. This A, and a D, and E. These literally, that's the intro to Drop Dead Legs. And so much more. Okay, now this one, the Megadeth song. This one was such a tough song to play. Like I said, I'm not really a metal player. It's not so much like a metal riff, but the way I had to break it down was I had to view it as in like groups of 4, basically. And maybe I'm playing it wrong because, like I said, you know, I don't know this kind of stuff note for note, but it sounded like it. So it goes like this: C sharp, and then you go to your octave. Now here I count in 4s, so it goes. First group of 4, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to go to the next string. This is the part that literally threw me off. I kept messing up. Okay. And it's just was it 4, 3, 2, and then 4 on the low. And then 3, 2, 1, open on the low string. So very chromatic. You know, Dave Mustaine does this stuff all the time. And it's kind of a testament to that. It doesn't really matter what notes you play, it's the rhythm that you play them in that can kind of make them work or not work. Hold On Loosely. This is one, probably doesn't really need broken down too much. This is like a song that has really, really influenced me because of this drop down. And just the melodic side of it, you know, it wasn't a minor riff, it's all major. You know, just all these killer fills that they do. And then, don't let it slip away. B, not the A. I think I went to A in the other part, but hold on loosely. All right, now this is like the most controversial riff to ever play, because everyone tells you you're playing it wrong. But listen to the isolated tracks, and you'll hear there are 2 guitar tracks happening, and they are not real tight. So there's almost like 2 different strum patterns happening. So it's almost impossible to play it. You know, like Kossoff is playing it. But anyways, it starts out with this, you know, this is the Kossoff A chord. And then one of them goes like this. I think it's like that. The first one's simple, the next one's complicated. Everyone's literally different. It's really cool, it just adds to the vibe of it. But listen to those isolated tracks if you really want to hear it. Next part up here, I don't know if Paul plays it up here. Or if he goes up here. Same notes. This one sounds a little bit thicker. He seems to favor these, like, you know, so maybe that's what it is. Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress, literally one of the coolest riffs ever. I don't even think I should break it down, because I don't know if I'm playing it right anymore. I learned it a really long time ago, and it has stayed. Like, when someone asks me about a cool riff, this is one of the first riffs I think of. I think it's one of the best riffs ever written. And he goes into, like, what a cool way to use a shuffle. Oh, it's so good. And then it's like when you think they can't get any cooler, they go into... They somehow make it cooler. I Don't Need No Doctor. Now this is another one I played wrong for years. I just looked up a live video to see how John was playing this one part, because I was like, you know, it sounds like I'm doing wrong, because I would always go like this. Oh, sorry. Oh. I think I did that. But he actually goes all the way up here, because then he gets that. There's no way to get those notes without coming all the way up here, which then threw me off. It took me like a million takes to get it right. Oh, see? I kept doing that. See the lights now. This is like the first Yngwie. Actually, no. Black Star was the first Yngwie thing I ever learned, but this was the second one, and I think this is with Jeff Scott Soto singing on it, possibly. Or is it Joe and Turner? I can't remember. But this is like one of the first things I ever learned, because that really cool. Like I didn't really play it too much. That was like one of the best picking exercises I ever learned. Not to mention this part. I couldn't play it right forever. And then, like, on top of that, he does this really cool build-up, which I've always stolen. Yngwie. Spirit of the Radio. Now this, and I probably played the intro wrong, but you have to forgive me, all my Canadian brothers and Rush fans. It's a hard riff to play. Again, a really cool take on a shuffle. I mean, it's just like... That's basically what it is, and they've just livened it up so much. And then it goes... And what does he go to? He goes... Something along those lines. Rocky Mountain Way, oh my god, Joe Walsh. One of the best guitar players ever for that groove, that slanky rock groove. I can't do it right. I cannot play his stuff in the same, you know, it's like a sleazy way. I don't even know how to describe how Joe Walsh plays. But that thing's so cool because he's basically doing this the whole time. And how do you take like one of the most basic blues shuffles and just make it one of the meanest riffs ever? You let Joe Walsh write a riff. That's how you do it. Oh man, such a good song. Last one, Joe Walsh. Get on it. Alright homies, that is it. This video, whew, it's taking me a while. So let me know if you like the whole little addition of just like the quickly talking about it, maybe breaking down a section of the riff. You can tell me if you dig it or not. I know 10 riffs is a lot. So let me know down below. Leave a comment with your riff down in the comment section. I don't know where else you'd leave it, but that would be a good place to do it. And I'll just see you all later. Hit subscribe, and you know, come hang out with me later. Bye, guys. Whoop!